Hello, hello, hello. Thanks for joining me today. This is going to be a quick video and it's about the earn, save, tithe concept. So it's not a thing, it's just a concept. Really, what I want to talk about today is some of the challenges that most of us have experienced. I've been doing network marketing, affiliate marketing, click marketing, mostly digital marketing for quite a while. I try to stay active on social pages. I think that's good. I think that's working for me. I I do some email funnels, some campaigns, and so forth. And I don't do too much more than that. I'm not somebody that goes out and buys paid leads. They don't seem to really work out. So why am I doing this video? Well, really, I have a list right next to me, and the list is things to check out. So somebody tells me about an opportunity, or I find one, or whatever, and I want to check it out. So I've got a list for that. But I've also got a list of must-haves. These are things that I think that all digital marketers should have at their disposal. At least they should be introduced to them to determine if, in fact, they can help them. And I was on a very long call yesterday with somebody completely unrelated to what I had given him at the end of the call for a tool. I says, if you do this, then you'll need this app. And simply that's a app that where you can, instead of copy and pasting, what you do is you copy and you have several of them. There's probably hundreds of things that you can copy. And with the stroke of two keys, you can paste that all the time. So if you have a health disclosure, if you have an opportunity disclosure, income disclosure, or if you just have a very long name, or if you have a set of hashtags under certain circumstances, you use a different set of hashtags, then this program is great because you can copy and paste, like I said, with two buttons. It's really awesome. So that's one of the tools that I would say, yeah, I definitely recommend that. And the price is FREE. It's $0, 0 cents, period. There's no, I suppose you can donate, but there's no upgrade plan as far as I know. Then I also have an avoid list. I call it something else, and it begins with a shh, but we won't talk about the whole name to that. So I have that right next to me. And those are some of the things I wanted to share with you. Today, though, really specifically, there are two opportunities that I think that all affiliate or network marketers or digital marketers should really know about. And both of them are affiliate programs, but that's not the benefit to you. That's a bonus. The real benefit is in that both cases, they can help you to grow your network marketing, affiliate marketing business, or teach you how to get better results with your digital marketing platform, regardless of what you're doing in digital marketing. One of them, for instance, will tell you all about how to improve the way you're marketing things. So, for instance, there's weekly webinars, and in those webinars, they talk about best ways to do YouTube, and we're going really pretty deep into it, not just, turn your camera on. You can tell you right now, this whole lighting thing you see going on with me, I know that it's terrible. There's nothing I can do shy of getting a new computer. My lights aren't flickering. The light in this room is not changing. And yet sometimes it gets dark, sometimes it gets light. And I've done everything I can. It's the camera that's built into the system. I've tried external cameras. They don't work well. So I'm stuck for now until I decide to get a new computer, apparently. So they talk also about the SEO. Is that even important anymore? Well, in some cases it is, in some cases it isn't. We talk about all kinds of keywords and how to get your title, what digital marketing or what artificial intelligence program makes the most sense for you, what graphics program, if you do any of that, whether or not you use a email marketing program, or if you use a customer retention program, all of those things. And they do some high level stuff, they do some medium level stuff, and then they dig right in and get into the nitty gritty of it. And I would be extremely shocked if anyone attended even one of those seminars and didn't get a whole lot of stuff out of it. So that's the one area where I'd like to share with everybody. If you're interested in learning more about that, this is going to get you right over to my website. And then from there, you can send me an email or whatever, or you can get to me on LinkedIn, Facebook. I try to be pretty open about how to get in touch with me. The other opportunity is sort of the other side of that. So you have the before, where you're doing all your groundwork. You have to, first of all, know your product, right? Know your customer, who is your ideal customer, all those types of things. And then you do what you do. But then after that, how do you get the word out in a more passive way where you can only do so much. There's 24 hours in a day. You can hire one of those virtual assistants if you want. Even in addition to that, you can do this other step that I'm going to talk about. So this is where you can share your opportunity in a much more passive way. And they've got professionals on the other end who handle the marketing piece for it. So you can take that marketing and use it on your own, but they do the marketing automatically. They do the email follow-ups. They do the SMS or the text messaging for you. And this has all been compliant. So you don't have to worry about that. A lot of people forget about compliance. They just start throwing things up on the social pages or putting it in the emails or whatever it is. And it might not be compliant, and that can be an issue in the long run. So that's another area where I would say it just seems to make a whole lot of sense for me. Both of these are newer. One of them is very new, but both of them are very new to me. So we're talking just a few weeks of experience with them, but I've already been impressed by the results. And the first one that I talked about is actually my upline in many opportunities, and somebody who's very experienced, and I would describe as being an influencer, although this person would not agree and be humble. So that's really awesome. But so if you're interested in either of those, again, click here. If you want my personal recommendations, what software to use, there's a popular software apps in just about any field or any specific nuance of whatever you do for digital marketing. And I can tell you the ones that I've had bad experiences with, the ones I've had good experiences with. And even when it comes to opportunities, if you're thinking about, maybe I want to join this opportunity, well, run it by me. Maybe I've been there. And if I haven't, maybe I should be. Maybe I'll be your first recruit. Who knows? Or maybe you're looking for an opportunity and I can say, well, I've got something that fits that opportunity for you. And maybe you'll be a recruit under me as well. So a lot of different ways to go with this. And I really want to help other people because I know what comes around goes around, but I learn every time. I don't care if you're helping me or I'm helping you. I'm learning either way. So, I've always believed, well, there was a teacher actually who said this, and she said, I learn more from my students in each class than I can teach them in an entire semester. So that's so profound, isn't it? Because if you have the 2 ears open and the mouth closed, you're going to learn a whole lot more. But there's little tips like that. And we can, in the first case, we could talk about branding as one of the concepts. So they talk to you about the different branding. I've changed all of my branding to make it consistent. You may not like my branding, but at least it's consistent. That much I have to say I've accomplished. And personally, I like the colors. So this is, this purplish color here is my favorite. And then the blue on top is my second favorite. And then I have some of the yellows and a green for highlighting them. So just things that I learned by going through all of this. And these webinars have dozens of people on them, and they're not these recorded things. They do record a lot of them, but the ones I'm talking about are interactive. You're sitting there, you can ask the actual question right there on the spot. And maybe the host knows the answer. Maybe the host has a guest who knows the answer, or maybe somebody in the audience has an answer. So either way, you're going to gain by this. I would strongly recommend that. In all of these cases, the costs are, I would say, very, very reasonable. I do have an opportunity, by the way, which is 100% zero out of pocket and 100% passive, if you're interested in that. Can you make money? Oh, yeah, you can make a lot of money. It'll take you a while, for sure. Or you can accelerate it by becoming less passive, and you can become active. And in some of these opportunities, the more you pay, the more results you're going to get. So there's different levels, but there is a way to start with zero time and zero money. After you sign up, completely passive, and there is a residual component to it. Then there's other opportunities, which are just tens of thousands of dollars to join. So if you're in that category, you're beyond me. I simply won't invest in something like that. If I invest in a brick and mortar business, yeah, I can do that. I don't mind investing some money. With most of these opportunities, I won't do it. And I'm not into the whole crypto thing. Yes, it worked. Yes, I made a ton of money at one point. Overall, because I gained and I lost, but overall, I'm happy with the amount of money I made, but I'm out of crypto. So if you're looking for crypto advice, I'm not the first person that you should be calling. So with that said, Again, I'm just here to help you out. I'm hoping that this is going to add some value for you. You can scan that code right there. That'll get you to my website. Please give me a thumbs up though, if you liked it. If you just kind of liked it, still give me a thumbs up, because that's going to help boost my ratings. Of course, everybody knows how that works, right? I'm new at YouTube, and I'm new at a lot of stuff that I just haven't done in the past. I'm not new at some other stuff, so we can learn from each other. Also, click that bell icon and get the notifications. Look at my other videos, see if there's anything there that you like. Tell me about you, what you've experienced. Leave some notes in the comments about what you've done or what you have done successfully, what you didn't do, but you're considering doing. Whatever you want to talk about, I'm open to that. Hopefully we'll be able to connect and we could mutually benefit by each other. That's all I had for today. I hope this was good for you, and I hope you have a great, healthy, and profitable day. Take care, everybody. Thanks for joining me.